Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 26 of English TV Live. My name is Emma. If you tuned in last week, you will have seen me with Lloyd doing a live about pronunciation and the common mistakes that native speakers make, so you don't make them too by copying our terrible mistakes. So in this live, I'm going to be talking about 6 different ways you can improve your pronunciation at home and completely for free. So hello people joining. I see people already joining. Jacob's here and Lloyd keeping an eye on me. They're watching me. Mohammed, hello. Supatra, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Supatra. Hello. Mirella, howdy. Aurora, hello. So hello guys, thank you for joining. Okay, so one thing I want to mention super quick is that the live today will only be about 20 minutes or so, and then I will be moving over to the English TV Live Facebook group. It's a private group, and that will be opening up very soon. If you want to join that group and be part of that community, I've written the link in the description. So if you're on your phone, it's down here. If you're on your computer, it's here, okay? You can see the link and you can sign up for that, and they will give you some more information. So for now, hello guys joining. Oh, it's so nice. Thank you so much. Let's start then with one of the ways you can improve your pronunciation at home and completely for free. So I'll give you some background about me super quick, then you know who I am and how I know this kind of information. So I'm Emma. I'm an English teacher and I focus on pronunciation and listening skills. I also speak some Spanish, and I'm now actively learning Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese. So any Brazilians in the house, let me know. I'm also learning German, and in the past I used to learn Catalan, French, and British Sign Language. So I have learned quite a few languages over the years, some of them successful, some not. But yeah, so I'm here to share my advice with you from a teacher's perspective and also a learner's perspective, how I improve my pronunciation. So that's a little bit of background story about me. Hello guys, thank you for joining. I can see your comments. They're so lovely. So, okay, first thing, let me get my notes up because I'll end up repeating things. Okay, so first thing, the one thing I recommend is graded readers. And if you're thinking, what is a graded reader? Let me write that in the comments for you guys. Graded reader, like this, okay? Hello, people joining. Graded readers. What is a graded reader? This is a book which is written specifically for certain levels of English. You can find some for free online. I'm going to find some websites where you can read completely for free. There is one fantastic website, but I can't remember the name right now. I think it's Readlang, readlang.com. You can access this website completely for free, and you can use that as a starting tool to get you practicing your reading skills. Now, the mistake that people make, you're probably thinking, why are you recommending reading? The mistake that people make is that they don't get the CD. And you must get the CD or a recording, okay? Let me type that website down that I mentioned before because some of you are asking, sorry. I think it's readlang.com. But I will double check, guys. Don't worry. If it's wrong, I will double check. I will post it again. Yeah, I wrote the link for you, Karam. No problem. You can go on there. It's completely for free. I also recommend graded readers by, well, different companies, like Penguin do some. I know Cambridge do a few. Pretty much every great publisher does graded readers. So I have an example also of a parallel text, which is another thing you can use. This is for Spanish. It's also quite old. But basically, with this one, it's not written for a specific level, which a graded reader is. So you can find a graded reader with your level. It will say A1, A2, B1, B2, etc. Okay? So you find your level. If you're not sure what your level is, it's always easier to go for something lower. So if you're able to communicate a little bit, maybe start with A2. If you think A2 is too easy, go for B1. If it's still too easy, B2, etc. Okay? Another option is this kind of thing where one page is in Spanish and the other is in English. This is called a parallel text. Of course, you're probably not a Spanish speaker, so you can find some with your native language. So if you're an Arabic speaker, you can sometimes find it in Arabic and in English on the other side. So, but make sure you get the CD, because you can read and you can listen at the same time. You can also read and you can also repeat. That is the most important thing. So of course you can buy books. They're super, super cheap. Like a few pounds, like a few euros even. But there are some online, like Readlang. It's completely for free. Go and check those. Make sure you listen and make sure that you're repeating. Don't just read and listen. Speak as well. That's the most important thing. And spend time on it. Don't try to finish the book as fast as possible. Spend some time, read, listen, and I promise you will see the improvement. Where can I get it? What do you mean, Eva? Do you mean a parallel text? This one, I think I got this from Amazon. Yes. Oh, it still has the price inside. So it was £2.50. You see, it's so cheap. So cheap. And I recommend graded readers with the CD, with the audio. Sometimes the audio is actually on an app. So you buy the book, but the audio is on the app, which is also really good. What's the best way to read a book? What do you mean, reader? What do you mean by reading a book? Because as far as I'm aware, there's only one way to read a book. Just turn the pages. But if you mean in terms of pronunciation, read the book with the CD. You read, just start with a page, or just what's the name? A paragraph, just a paragraph, and listen and try to mimic the sound. So maybe you're not saying the words, but you're just forming your mouth in the shape and you're kind of mimicking the way the recording is. This will really, really help because you're starting to use muscles that you've probably never used before. That's important. So that's my first piece of advice. Graded readers with the CD, or parallel texts with the CD as well. They're fantastic to get started. My second point My second point. Yes, it kind of continues on from this. Mimic native speakers. What is mimic? Mimic means to copy. You're copying native speakers. And you're thinking, but Emma, I'm in a country where there are no native speakers. Guys, you have the internet. If you are watching this now, it means that you have the internet. You have access to the internet. That's all you need. Go onto YouTube and take a look on there. Find it doesn't even have to be specifically for learners. It can be your favorite vlogger. It can be something about fashion, if you like fashion. It can be something about cars, if you like cars. Find something you're interested in, find a vlogger, and start to mimic the way they speak. So I'm learning Portuguese now, as I told you guys. And what I'm doing is I'm following a lot of Portuguese English teachers. Well, Brazilian, they're really Brazilian. Brazilian English teachers on Instagram, and I sit with my phone, literally on my phone, watching, listening, and just repeating what they're saying. And I watch their mouth and I copy their mouth. So this is a really, really good technique. You do not need access to a native speaker, like in person. You have them online. So this is a really good way to improve your pronunciation. That's number 2. Let's see, might have time for one more, and then I'll continue the rest of this in the English TV Live group. Okay, yes, so number 3 is to record yourself, and let me say that again, is to listen to a recording, record yourself, and then compare your recording to a native speaker. So like I suggested with point number 2, not a rule, it's a point. Point number 2, listen and practice. The problem with this is that you're not listening to yourself. So you could think, I'm pronouncing the words correctly in my head. It sounds good. But really, when someone listens to you, it's not quite the same. So what you can do is take your phone. If you're watching this, you are either on a computer or on a phone, and you can use recording software completely for free on either your phone or your computer. Find some words or very simple phrases, record yourself, listen to the recording, listen to the original recording, and compare. Are they the same? So for example, I was having problems with one word in Portuguese, and it was cidade, which means city, okay, in Portuguese. And I kept saying ciudade, because I was saying it with a Spanish accent as I speak Spanish. And I kept thinking, ciudade, ciudade. And then I recorded myself. I listened to the recording and I thought, no, that's completely wrong. I'm saying it differently. It's with a ja. And I would never have noticed this if I hadn't recorded myself. So it's a fantastic way and completely for free. So that's another great way. Let's see so far. Let me check out some of your comments, guys. Do you have any questions about any of the tips that I've given so far? Could speak and listen to a native speaker, but I'm just picking on the reading and comprehension. See, reading and comprehension is different. We can talk about that maybe another day. But today we're just talking about pronunciation. I don't want to confuse people too much, but it's a really good topic, reader. We could talk about that one day, definitely, how to improve your reading. Because sometimes reading can be so boring for people. So, yeah, I know the feeling. I like your accent. Thank you, Lotus. That's so nice. Oh, your comments are so lovely, guys. You're so sweet. I can't, I could understand if native speakers are speaking slowly, but I can't understand if a native speaker is speaking fast. Fastly doesn't exist, but fast, yes. English is one of the slowest spoken languages, guys. The slowest spoken languages. So if you're finding English really fast, that's because you need to work on that listening skill. You speak fast in your language, and if you speak Chinese, Thai, and Arabic, and what was the other one? And Spanish. These are some of the fastest spoken languages. So if you speak any of these languages, imagine what it's like for example, someone like me to learn your language. You guys speak fast, really fast. In English, we speak slower in comparison, but we join, we connect, we remove words, we remove sounds, and this is what makes it difficult for you guys. So in the future, I want to talk about this, talk about linking, connecting, elision, things like this. It would be really good for your listening skills. Maybe like a monkey. When I speak to a native speaker, I try to copy them. Fantastic, Alexandra. It's really good. Try to mimic them. Of course, don't mimic them in that moment, but try to mimic them later, or think about how they were pronouncing things and try to copy. My voice is weird when it's recorded. I know. Really, your voice in your head, you know, as I'm speaking now, it sounds very different to how you guys hear. I hate the sound of my voice. I hate it. And when I need to edit my videos for YouTube and Instagram, I hate it so much. But I have to do it. So you do get used to it after some time. Don't worry. What about listening to media, breaking news? Actually, what's your name? Sorry, Abdul Karim. There is a fantastic website that's just reminded me of, oh goodness, what's the name? Breaking News English. I think it's .com, breakingnewsenglish.com. Now, if you're interested in the news and you want to listen and read the news in English, then Breaking News English is fantastic. You can go find a very short article, no more than this. It's super short. And what's really good is that you can also listen to the article as well. So it's completely free, and you can listen at different speeds. So you can listen at normal speed, and the guy who makes the website also has slower speeds. So he's talking like this, and it's so strange for me because it's so slow. But it's very good for people who maybe want to focus on their pronunciation, because if it's slower, it means you can hear the sounds better. So it's a fantastic way to do that. Do you have a channel on YouTube? I do, Pronunciation with Emma. You can go check that out. Of course, I focus on pronunciation, but I have some grammar videos as well. I will, Reader. Yep, I'll do that. Talk about vocabulary and things. And the best way to memorize words. That's a really good topic. It's hard because I think it also depends on the language, because I'm finding Portuguese vocabulary so easy to remember, but German vocabulary, Oh my goodness, I couldn't remember anything because the words were so long. So I think it also depends on the language, on your first language. Yes, how to practice linking. We'll talk about that in the future. When I record my voice, it sounds like someone else's. I know, it's so strange, isn't it? How to improve listening skills. Lotus, I'm going to talk about that in another live. Don't worry. Because listening is, it can be a problem, definitely. So I definitely want to talk about that in the future. Things about drama. Oh, I'm not sure what you mean, Manal. Do you mean like TV series? I recommend Netflix, but you have to pay for this. Lloyd just shared my thanks, Lloyd. Lloyd is in the comments also writing and giving links, so no good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is finish the live here because it's been about 20-25 minutes. I'm going to move over into the English TV Live group. If you are interested in joining that group in the future, we will be opening this group up to the public, to the people, to everyone. If you're interested, the link is in the description of this live. So if you're on your computer, it's over here. If you're on your phone, it's down here. Go and check, go and sign up. Just put in your email address and all the information will be there for you. I will see you very soon, every Thursday, unless I'm on holiday. Every Friday, unless I'm on holiday, I will be doing a live for you guys and talking about pronunciation, listening skills, or whatever you'd like me to focus on. Okay, guys? I will see you really soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.